Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom. Giving honor and praise unto the Most High, the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. To the people who are joined, I thank you for your time. To the people who will join later on or will watch later on, I thank you for your time as well. Brothers and sisters, what we want to do is go over a short presentation regarding the word Khashab, if we will. All right. And the word Khashab, brothers and sisters, in Hebrew means en route to think. All right. So this is something we just want to point out for edification purposes, if we will. I ask the people to please, if you care to, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you care to, and brothers and sisters, without any further ado, let us go into this particular case and into this particular matter regarding this here. The matter of Khashab. Shalom, giving honor to the Creator of heaven and earth. This presentation is brought to you by Yeshaya Yisrael. I am open for constructive criticism. Please subscribe to the channel and share the video. This presentation will deal with the word Khashab, which in Hebrew means to think. Okay, so again, brothers and sisters, this is something we just want to sit there and show for edification and for research purposes, if we will. All right. I'm going to send this out to some people. So they can, if they choose to, watch now or watch later. All right. I want to state in due respect, I'm not really one who seeks a whole bunch of views, because just as the phrase go, not every dollar is a good dollar. Not every view is a good view. You never know who is behind the computer. You never know who is behind the phone or who's holding such. So in light of that, brothers and sisters, to those who are genuine, to those who are sincere, to those who are respectful, I give respect to you all for such. Now, brothers and sisters, what we want to go over and what we want to talk about, if we will, in this particular matter is such: the word Khashab, which in root in Hebrew means to think. The word Khashab meaning to think in root. Shalom. The word Khashab means to think in root. When we say in root, we are speaking of the root of the word being presented. The literal way to say to think is likshob, this being in the infinitive. So now when you talk about something of the infinitive, this is on this channel has been presented in what is referred to as the Bakalam. I'm going to write that in this particular case here, Ba Kalam. Now, what that emphasizes is you have bet for that, kaf for the K, all right, Baka Lam. Now, what that is saying in due respect is you have the bet meaning ba, meaning in or with. Then you have the kaf, meaning like or as. Then you got the lamed, meaning to or for. And then you got the mem, meaning of or from. So, brothers and sisters, this has been explained inside the book that a female, an Ima to me, wrote by the name of Ima Shoshana. Her book has been advertised in my books. All right. And brothers and sisters, the Bakalam matter has also, brothers and sisters, been expressed upon this particular channel. So just want to go over that for edification purposes, if we will. All right. Earlier, we went over the word ratzah, which in root means to want. So in Hebrew, we want to say, I want to think as ani rotze likshob, or ani rotzah likshob. Because as we pointed out, brothers and sisters, earlier on this channel, all right, with the same date of today being November 6th. The word rotse is the present tense, and we explained that earlier in that case. Rotse for the masculine and rotsa for the feminine. All right, so just want to point that out for reasonable purposes, if we will. All right. We ask you to subscribe to the channel and to contact me, 908-587-4841, if you have any questions. All right. So let us continue on in this particular case. These books are available on Amazon. Now, the books we're talking about here is called Hebrew for Couples, Part 1 and Part 2. To get these books, one can get them online on Amazon.com. You can go on Amazon.com and type in Hebrew for Couples, and the book will appear up. One can contact me at, again, 908-587-4841, or email me at yyisrael22@yahoo.com. So I want to show this in a different color, if we will. All right. yyisrael, the number 22@yahoo.com. So inside of the comments here while we're live, I'm going to type that in as well. All right. As well as the telephone number, being brothers and sisters, 908-587-4841. All right. To the people who have already bought the book, have patronized and supported in buying books, I say Toda Rabah for such, meaning thanks a lot. Harder for such. All right, let us continue on, brothers and sisters. The matter of the word Khashab, to think. Unlike the word Ratzah, which is a Lamed Hey verb, the word Khashab is regarded as, quote, regular verb, in that it has a particular pattern, a standard pattern. In the conjugation of this verb, Khashab, no letters drop. When, however, one deals with the Lamed Hey verb, any verb that has Hey as the third root letter, the Hey does drop in the past tense. This is discussed in detail in the book Hebrew is Easy, Volume 3. Now, for those who are able to sit there and see and follow along in this particular case, I want to show the book that we're talking about in this particular case, if we will. All right. This book right here, as you see, Hebrew is Easy, Volume 3. You can get this also on Amazon. All right. For those who are interested. This gets into the aspect of the Lamed Hey verb, the ayin verb, the pay noon verb, all those kind of aspects, which is quote unquote regarded as said irregular. All right. And it deals, brothers and sisters, with the said qual stem. All right. So just want to point that out for reasonable purposes. Next slide, if we will. Thank you. Forward regarding the presentation, giving honor to the Most High. In this presentation, we want to use this channel, More Yeshaya Hebrew Lessons, and we ask you all to subscribe to the channel. This channel's history goes back to 2018. I have been a Hebrew teacher in the nation of Israel going back to 2006, when my teachers included the late great men such as More Mishael, More Hosea, More Aharon. So those three, among there were others who are now deceased, were some of the people who influenced me to get into the language and to promote and to push it and so forth and so on. All right. May the Most High rest their souls. This lesson will focus on the present tense of the word Khashab, and it is used in the singular context. Also, this lesson will focus on the preposition of the word concerning. Now, this particular lesson, we want to show, giving respect to the people who are taking out the time to watch now or to watch later, what we're talking about and give you something worth your time. All right. So let's go on to the next slide. The pronouns for review. Ani, I or I am. Ata, you or you are. Who, he or he is. Now, what you see, what we just went over here, right? And we're going to bold part that, and we're going to color code that for the moment red, as you see there. That's the masculine aspect. Ani, ata, and who. Then we have ani, at, and he. So let's look at this. We're going to bold part this, and we're also going to, if we will, have it with the color in the background as red. So just want to show that for reference purposes, if you will, so we can show this color coded, brothers and sisters. All right. So what we're looking at on the top when it says ani, ata, and who, that, brothers and sisters, is the aspect regarding it in the masculine. Then you have the pronouns for review. All right. Ani, at, and he. This is feminine. So we can point out that ani is used by both males and females. All right. So let us go on, if you will, to the next part. The matter of Khashab and Khashabet. Khashab. The pronouns for this are as follows. Ani, ata, who. So what can we say? We will say ani Khashab, meaning I am thinking. All right. Think or thinking. So a male will say ani Khashab. If one male or female is talking to a male, one will say atako shade, meaning you think or you are thinking. If male or female is talking about a male using a third person, in this case, you would say who koshab, meaning he thinks or he is thinking. So we just want to show how a conversation can be used by just something as simple as knowing the present tense of a commonly used word. All right. Here we have, okay. Sorry about that. Here we have the word koshebet. The pronouns for this are as follows. Ani, at, and he. Ani meaning I or I am. At meaning you or you are. He meaning she or she is. All right. So we just want to point that out, if we will, for edification purposes. All right. Ani, ata, and who, masculine. Ani, at, and he, feminine, as you can see there. All right. Now, this is going to be kept online for those who are interested, so you can go back over it and make your own notes as well. All right. Khashub, Hebrew for important. Pet, sheen, wow, bet. Ket, wow, sheen, bet. And then we have the word Khashab. Ket, sheen, bet. So let us look at this, brothers and sisters. The word Khashub, meaning important, is a name I took for myself in 2006. Since then, there were several Hebrew books one can get online, 6 which are authored by myself, Yeshaya Yisrael, and 2 which are authored by me and my lady Sarai, shown earlier. So when I spoke about the aspect of being, quote, shown earlier, these are the books that Sarai, my lady, and myself wrote in collaboration. All right, so just want to point that out for reasonable purposes. All right, it's called Hebrew for Couples. Now, the Hebrew books that I wrote, brothers and sisters, all right, are going to be shown here, if we will. And here they are, brothers and sisters. We have Hebrew is Easy, Volume 1, all right, for reference purposes. Hebrew is Easy, Volume 1. You can get that online. Here we have Hebrew is Easy, Volume 2. You can get this online. All right. We have already shown Hebrew is Easy, Volume 3, but we're going to show it again. Hebrew is Easy, Volume 3. This gets into the words that we went over in part. All right. Next, we have, brothers and sisters, Hebrew is Easy, Volume 4. For those who are interested, this gets into the aspect of nouns. All right. Next, we have, brothers and sisters, Hebrew is Easy, Volume 5. This gets more so into conversation that families have one with another, with parents and children and so forth and so on. And it gets into the scriptures itself in biblical Hebrew as well. All right. And we have, brothers and sisters, giving honor to the Most High. Hebrew is Easy, Volume 6. All right. For those who are interested. This book here is done in honor of my mother. All of them are available on Amazon. Sidebar, for those interested in poetry, you can get this book here. All right. Chronicles of a Black Woman's Soul, In and Out of Time. All right. This is a book written by my lady. You can get this book also online for those who are interested. All right. And of course, we already shown Hebrew for Couples, Part 1, and Hebrew for Couples, Part 2. Brothers and sisters, to the people who have, in respect, given donations for their businesses to be advertised in the book, I appreciate it. And brothers and sisters, for those who have bought the book or the books, I appreciate it. There will be, Creator willing, more books to come out in the future. That is one of the things we want to promote on this channel and so forth and so on. I want to state that I use YouTube as a way to get information out to the people, as well as sometimes watching videos to gain information and so forth and so on. My primary source is books. I get a lot more knowledge from books than I do from the internet. And the other thing is, while using the internet, you understand, want to promote the books that are readily available for those who do want it. So, brothers and sisters, giving honor and praise unto the Most High, let us continue on in this particular case, the preposition matter concerning Alecha. Let us make this a little bigger. Alecha, concerning you. That's what that means when speaking to a male. So if a female is speaking to a male, or a male is speaking to a male, saying in Hebrew concerning you, one would say alecha. Here we have alayik, brothers and sisters. And we want to make this a little bigger, if we will. Alayik, brothers and sisters, concerning you when speaking to a female. So if one is speaking to a female, be it a male to a female or a female to a female, and one is saying concerning you, one will use the word alayik. So, brothers and sisters, sorry about that, wanted to drink some water. The aspect of these prepositions can actually be found in the book we just shown called Hebrew is Easy, Volume 2. All right? The matter with the verb and the preposition. Hu kosheb. All right, let's look at that. Hu kosheb means he thinks. Sorry about that. Hu kosheb alecha. He thinks concerning you. Hu kosheb alayik. He thinks concerning you. Now, as pointed out, we want to state, brothers and sisters, if we will, right? When speaking to a male. And here we want to point out, if we will, brothers and sisters, all right? When speaking to a female. So if one is saying to a female, he thinks concerning you, one would say, Hu Khashab alayik. So this is why we want to promote the books, brothers and sisters, so that way we can gain understanding of what we're talking about. All right. Shalom, sister and Gavirit of mine, Sarah Michaela of the tribe of Judah. All right. So now look at this here. We have Hu Khashab alayaka. He thinks concerning you. If you go back here for those who just joined on, you have alayaka, meaning concerning you when speaking to a male. That is irregardless, or that, because I'm told that irregardless is not a word. It doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female saying it in this case. If one is saying concerning you or about you to a male, one would say alayaka. If one, male or female, is saying to a female concerning you or about you, one would say alayik. All right, so we just want to point that out. So when we're looking at here, Hu Khashab, he thinks. Hu Khashab alayka, he thinks concerning you, whatever it may be. Now, let's look at this on this side, if we will, brothers and sisters, giving honor and praise unto the Most High. He Khashab, right? Meaning she thinks or is thinking. Remember, we're only dealing with the present tense. She is thinking alayka. All right. When speaking to a male. And of course, we can seeing a pattern when speaking to a female. So we just want to point that out for edification purposes. You have Hu Khashab, then you have He Khashabet. As stated, this presentation is not intended to be long, but just want to get to a point, to a particular point, if we will. All right. Now, these prepositions that we're talking about, brothers and sisters, again, you can go and get this book here. Hebrew is Easy, Volume 2, for those who are interested. Now, not getting too personal, I want to give a shout out to my lady, to my Gavirit. She too, like the other garment I wore in the other presentation, bought me this particular white one as well. All right. So shout out to the sister Sarah regarding that particular matter, if we will. I'm going to, while not working at the job tomorrow and using my personal time, to complete the book, Hebrew for Couples, Volume 3. To the people, again, who kept it respectful in business and donated for their ad to be put in the book, I appreciate it. For those who do buy the book, I appreciate it. For those who intend, brothers and sisters, to share the book with others, please do so. Again, brothers and sisters, I can be reached at this number here. All right, 908-587-4841. And brothers and sisters, if you have any questions or comments, or if you care to know how to get the book, please subscribe to the channel. Please contact me. You can go through WhatsApp, or you can go through this right here, all right, or Messenger. On my Facebook is Yeshaya, author day and night. I can be reached. That is my Facebook name. So for those who are interested, can reach me that way as well. Again, giving honor and praise unto the Most High, the creator and the maker of heaven and earth. Shalom.